Welcome to the assembly video for your Huntington gas grill. The following model numbers apply to this assembly. Feel free to use this video as a companion to your assembly manual. Now let's get started. Unpack all the components of your grill and lay them out in your workspace. Use the porcelain drip pan to hold the contents of the hardware bag. You will need the following tools to assemble your Huntington grill: a hammer or rubber mallet, a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, a 7/16 combination wrench, and a 7/16 socket and ratchet wrench. Step 1. Using a block of wood as a base, place the push nut on the block and set the axle into the open side of the push nut. Tap the other end of the axle firmly with a hammer to secure the push nut onto the axle. Place one of the 7-inch wheels on the axle and slide it all the way to the end of the axle. Then insert the wheel and the axle through the opening in the resin base of the grill. Turn the grill base on its side and use the block of wood to support the already secured push nut. Place the second 7-inch wheel on the other end of the axle and then place the second push nut on the open end of the axle. Firmly strike the push nut with a hammer to secure it on the axle. Set the base on the ground upside down to install the casters. Push them in by using your body weight. Make sure the collar of the caster stem is flush to the base. If it's not flush, use your 7/16 wrench across the bottom of the caster to increase the force. Step 2. Take both side panels and the rear cabinet panel, then align the screws on the side panels with the openings on the rear panel. Use your screwdriver to tighten all 4 screws. Step 3. Remove the flavor waves and turn the cook box upside down. Use your support block to support the front of the cook box. Back off the 4 pre-mounted bolts in the cabinet panels. There is one on each corner. Take the cabinet assembly and place the 4 pre-mounted bolts on the side panels into the openings of the casting supports. Place a nut on the 2 front bolts on the cabinet side panels. The rear bolts on the cabinet side panels will thread into the casting support. Take the 4 longest bolts from your hardware kit and insert them into the opening on each corner of the cabinet panels. Secure the 2 front bolts with a nut. The rear bolts again thread into the casting support. Secure the cabinet assembly to the cook box by tightening all nuts and bolts. Step 4. Install the door bracket on the bottom of the front brace. The notch on the side of the door bracket should face the inside of the cabinet. Step 5. Install the propane tank bracket and secure it using the 4 bolts and washers provided. At this point, uncoil the side burner hose and pass it through the 1-inch opening on the side panel. Do the same for the igniter wire and pass it through the smallest opening. Step 6. Attach the base to the cabinet panels using the 6 nuts and bolts provided. From the inside of the cabinet, pass bolts through the steel cabinet panel and resin base. Secure them with the nuts provided and tighten all 6 using your 7/16 ratchet. There are 2 located on each side and 2 at the back. On bases with 2 options for attachment holes, always use the outer opening and never the inner. The large wheels should always end up on the left side of the grill when it's upright. Stand the grill upright. Do so by laying the upside down grill on its back. Then stand it up from there. Avoid tipping the grill forward onto the control panel. Step 7. Install the doors of your grill by inserting the upper pin into the front brace. Then install the lower pin into the bottom of the grill. Steps 8 and 9. Install the shelves on your grill. Hold the shelf securely and insert the roll pin through the shelf bracket and into the bottom opening of the cabinet panel. Do this on both the front and back of the grill. Use cotter pins to secure the roll pins on the shelves. To secure the shelves in the upright position, lift up, then firmly push down on the edges of the shelves closest to the cookbox. To lock the shelves in the upright position, use the plastic pins provided. Step 10. To install the side burner hose, remove the horseshoe clip. Now attach the side burner hose. Then replace the horseshoe clip to secure the hose in place. Attach the igniter wire to the side burner electrode. Step 11. Install the stainless steel baffle kit in the bottom of the cookbox. The notch corners on the baffle face the front of the bottom casting. Now replace the flavor waves. Step 12. To attach the lid to the cookbox assembly, first remove the pre-installed roll pins and cotter pins on either side of the grill. Place the lid on the cookbox, lining up the holes in the lid with the holes in the cookbox. Reinsert the roll pins and cotter pins. Install the cooking grids in your grill. Install the warming rack by putting one peg through the hole in the lid assembly. Holding the warming rack vertically, slide the other pin into the side of the top casting. Install the swing arm pins into the cookbox. Now remove all protective plastic coatings from the lid and doors of your grill. Step 13. Install the porcelain drip pan in the rear of the grill. Step 14. Install the propane tank into the cabinet and secure using the tank bracket. Now attach the regulator to the propane tank. Finally, install the battery into the igniter and you're almost ready to grill. Now is a good time to look over your grill, ensuring everything is secure and in place. Now light your grill and leave it on medium-high for at least 20 minutes to burn off any residue from the manufacturing process. To season your cast iron cooking grids, heat your grill to 400 degrees. Turn your burners off, then coat your grids with cooking oil. Then you're ready to grill. Now is a great time to register your grill. Please visit omcbbq.com and click on the link. It's quick and easy. We'll provide you with the very best in customer support, recipe ideas, informative videos, grilling tips, and much more.